It's that time once again. Today, I've got a sketchbook tour. This sketchbook I started, let's see. Let me tell you about the sketchbook. This specifically was done in 2019, August to December. So the very last day of 2019, which was yesterday, I finished this thing. So it was a goal of mine, and I finally finished it. This right here is the second sketchbook that I've completed in entirety. So actually, right here is another one. Right here's another one, and I did a tour on this one on my channel when I finished this one. I'll leave a link in the description so you can go watch that if you haven't seen it. But this one is today. I'm going to flip through this one. It is a Moleskine sketchbook, and we're going to do a tour. Let's do it. Come on. So to start the tour off, we're going to do exactly what we did last time, and that's just kind of take a glimpse around the outside of it first. And here you can see Equinox Coffee. This is a local coffee shop here. It's a sticker. And you flip on the back, Art of Rue. This is another, this is a friend of mine who started a food truck. Let me see. I have another sticker right here. This is his food truck, and he also has an Instagram, Art of Rue. Go check him out. He's awesome. Also, Equinox Coffee has one as well. So you flip around on the inside. Let's do this. So we're just going to cover this up. This is the intro page. But here we have a cafe here. This is a sticker from a cafe. This is Equinox Coffee again. These right here held my pictures, or held the pages down. I'll show you whenever. I'll show you how I used them. And then here's the start date, August 17th, 2019. And so here, real quick, I'll just show you what this does. So I just would take this, and it would be all floppy. When I wanted to take a picture for Instagram, I would just come in and then clip it down, and then it would just hold it down nice and easy. And I have two just in case this one's all acting up too. So here we have some quotes. We have, even though I wear black, I was the color in this world, and you can't get that back. And then this one says, sometimes when you sacrifice something precious, you're not really losing it. You're just passing it on to someone else. And this is a little note to my son. For my son, Asher Gage. Through my efforts, I hope you will find some form of inspiration, express yourself, and create a beautiful existence with the help of your greatest influencer. And this is just kind of the opening page, obviously. But this right here came out of a book. And the idea with this is to create poetry with the words existing inside there. So I scratched out, I selected several words, and then scratched out the rest, and then made a little poem, which this says, war can't shut in one human. That is all. So there's that. We're going to go to this page. The idea is to ruin the first page that you actually draw. You don't really do anything seriously, so I just kind of took that as an opportunity just to kind of ruin this page. And I knew it would kind of bleed through this one, so I let it bleed through. So here we got a fountain pen. My fountain pen, actually, I dropped it, and the nib broke on the fountain pen. I'll show you through. I don't think I have. These are some of the materials that I've used in the sketchbook. But my old fountain pen, I dropped it, and it conveniently landed right on the nib, and then it broke. So I did a couple of these drawings. All the brown ink is from that pen. But here soon enough, you'll see. Just getting some nice and getting a really good feel, not taking the first several pages seriously, because this is a sketchbook after all. This is my son. He did some art in my sketchbook, right? Here, this is where it broke. So I broke the nib, And then I just took what was left in the reservoir and just dumped it on the page, just like his little pipette thing. I just squeezed it all over the page and just closed the book, and it got on this one. And then, yeah, so doing some fun stuff with some Sharpie. Made a cool tree looking thing. I actually started working at Lady Luck Tattoo. I was an apprentice there, and I quit for reasons, but I no longer work there. And just kind of, yeah. The cool thing about my art is that it's not really specific. It's not one thing. It's like you can interpret it, you know. I got some markers, some alcohol-based markers from the Jazza box. This right here. These box, Draw with Jazza. These no longer, you can't buy these anymore, but I got these. I got a box that Jazza created, and then, yeah, cool. So this is done with a rotring isograph. Most of these drawings were done with either my 5.0 or my 3.0 rotring isograph. So. We got a pen. It's just a regular ballpoint pen. This was done with several brush pens, using like watered down some of the brush. Actually, I think this isn't the, whoop, hello, dropping everything. This is a water pen, a water brush pen, but I put a couple of drops of ink in a couple of these and then washed out the ink, you know, so I got several different shades of gray and black to make this. This is pretty cool. It's just a random red pen. No, it's not. It was a fountain. It was a pen that's now broken, actually. It was a vintage pen, but it, like I said, it's broken now. There's another, the blue ink is just a regular ballpoint. This is some kind of oil-based marker that I really didn't like. There's more of that oil-based marker. It bled through. There's more rotring isograph. There's some more of that red pen. Yeah, some bubbles. Carrying on the theme of the circle through, you know, just kind of carrying it on. Yeah, so I wanted to do some studies with color in this sketchbook. So I did a few. So this is like my favorite, probably one of my favorite color palettes is the Wild Berry Pop-Tart, if you know what that is. So using that as a reference. Here we got some, a lot of colors that complement one another. Either complement or contrast. Anyway, I used a bunch of different colors that look good together, and it just accidentally, I made the Mardi Gras color scheme here. And actually this right here, this darker blue stuff, is actually bled through from this end here, from this blue marker. And then some of this right here was also bled through, if you can tell, the same shape. Just pretty cool. Yep, this guy right here was just some ballpoint pens and my brush pen, the brush pen. And this is where Inktober started. And if you don't know what Inktober is, real quick, basically it's a prompt list, an official prompt list, and it's one word per day. And you get 31 words, and then, so it's 31 drawings for the month of October. And I can quickly glide through these. I did do a review of these already on my channel. So if you want to go look at that, it's about to happen again, so here you go. So day 1, ring, and you got day 2, which is mindless. And this right here, just, it didn't really matter. It was really filler, because just to take up some space. This was also just done outside of the thing, outside of the Inktober. Day 3 was bait. Day 4 is freeze, for, you know, an ice dragon, I suppose. Day 5 is build, and the first thing that popped up in my mind was a bridge or a crane, and then I just kind of put some environment around it after that. And using the same concept with the water brushes, get that different shade in there. Husky, I just tried to stray away from like the first thing that popped up in my mind. So like obviously a dog, a husky, but I just figured draw a big old boy eating a burger. Enchanted. This is right after I watched the Spider-Man movie. Homecoming? No. Far From Home? Yeah. So the bad guy there. So you got Frail, right? And you got some gold in there. It's really cool. I was low-key obsessed with that gold for a little while. Swing, pattern, and snow, and I actually connected the two conveniently. And this little character, or at least the axe, made several appearances in my drawings for that month, which is pretty cool. Dragon and ash. So the ash from, there's that axe again. I really like that black and gold here. I really like that. Some accidental affair happening here. Don't know what's going on. So some really awkward people with their long hair. And then there's the axe again. There's another axe. Maybe the same one. Who knows? You got Legend. And I thought, Legend of Zelda. So I just drew his hat. Obviously, I didn't want to take the exact, Anyway, I just kind of took inspiration. I didn't really want to, like, rip somebody off or do fan art. Except for, like, with subtle exceptions. Wild, you got the Pokeball. And I drew a fake Pokemon just because why not? But here we go, ornament. You got the ornament from, like, back, like, this is maybe, like, looks like a photo shoot of some sort, maybe. Who knows? But you got the ornament, like his necklace here, his glasses. This guy's got lip rings, nose ring. He's got earrings. He's got the headphones in and hat and ornaments, right? Accessories, decorations. So we got Misfit as a kid stealing a present from an old man, right? And then you got Sling, a guy in a sling swinging from an I-beam from, there's a bridge here and some water. Actually, these moons are really fun to draw. Love drawing those moons. See? Look, there's another one. Treading up the mountain, as you can see. There's actually another one right here. Right there. Can you see that guy? Yeah. And then Treasure. So I tied these two in as well as totally different, like, contrasting type of thing, but it ended up looking really cool, I think. And they tied in well, so. Ghost, the objective was to draw one drawing every day. And so I had to do this, and it was like almost midnight. It was like 5 minutes till, so I had to scrounge something up real quick, and this took 5 minutes. So there's that one. Got Ancient. It says, don't really know what to put in the foreground, but I refuse to look at reference. Because that's what I did, as I didn't look at a reference. Dizzy. He's like swinging around in the wet floor sign, right? This was Tasty. This was me in Equinox Coffee recording this. Was it this one? I can't remember what I was doing. Maybe I was recording this drawing. I think I was recording this drawing. I'm not sure. I was recording a drawing, obviously. And there you go. So I was sitting at the counter. Yep. Day 26 was dark. It's just some, maybe her dark thoughts or something. I don't know. Coat. A little dog. Ride. Insert second vehicle because I hate drawing cars. I just hate it. Injured. So he's got, like, broken limbs. Have you ever seen My Hero Academia where, like, Midoriya uses his power and his arm breaks and it's just, like, flopping around? It's hilarious, and that's kind of what I was thinking about. Right there. Day 30, I was getting, like, tired. Really extremely fed up with Inktober because I usually draw with no intention, with no, like, goals, mindset, whatever. But this was, like, forcing me to think a certain way and pushing my drawings in a certain pattern, and I was honestly sick of it, so. But the end of Inktober, and then back to some stuff. This is our president currently. And this one says, in the mix of this worldly chaos, I just want to draw. And here's like this swirly dragon thing, serpent. This one's I Eat. I was taking inspiration from a Monster can just for the colorway. Just some scribbles with, this was with my fountain pen, my Twisby Eco fountain pen. I love that thing. Yep. It's good. It's real good. This is actually a collaboration between me and Nikki. She drew several shapes on the, I had drawn like this part right here, and then she drew shapes all over the place, and I kind of added on to it, and we tied it in, or I tied it in and made it a whole piece. So it's a little collaboration. So awesome, right? Yep. This is Madison, my stepdaughter. She, I let Asher draw in it, and then I let Madison draw in it. So she actually took up another page. So there's that. Again, this is a sketchbook, so, you know, you can't take everything too seriously, right? Here's some fan art. I don't usually do fan art, but again, there are exceptions, of course. I just like these. I love drawing circles. I love drawing aura, bulbous, round things. I just love it. It's really cool. I think it looks awesome. Here's some imaginary goat, frog, bear friend things. Yeah, a couple of imaginary fake animals. I promise that's his tail. I love his horn. I love his horn a lot. This one, before I colored it black, it looked totally different. When I colored it black, it kind of lost a lot of the outer edge detail in here, so it's fine though. It looks good still. I enjoy it. Maybe it looks like the world here, and then like the water is falling off, or you can turn it in a different direction. That's one thing, is that like, ooh, this looks cool. Anyway, something about my art, just some art. This kind of looks right here like a bass, like a fish, I think. It's like a little rabbit thing digging underground. And actually this right here coordinates with another piece in my other sketchbook, right? Remember this thing? It's somewhere in the earlier pages. Somewhere in the early pages. This right here. So these two side by side. I drew this one in the springtime and then this one in the wintertime. So it kind of looks similar, right? So this one, a little rocket ship thing or something, maybe. A face. And then like a guy with a crab claw for a hand holding up this land, and then a dinosaur on top of the land, and then a fingerprint. There's actually a fingerprint right in there, but I drew over the top of it on accident, so it's whatever. Boop. Some brush pen work, some more brush pen work. I don't use this thing often enough, honestly. I don't think I do. I want to use it more. Some weird, crazy creatures here. This one, actually, I'm probably going to get printed. I'm going to scan this in, and I'm probably going to end up putting it on a skateboard. So that'd be cool. In addition to a lot of these, I'm probably going to put them on skateboards and prints and just sell them. Yep. This is a guy, I saw him sitting and decided to draw him. I drew like a fishing rod. And then, you know, I saw when I was drawing this, it was like looked like a bobber. What was that, bobber? Is that what it's called, possibly? I forget. And then so I drew. Yeah. This is a pen, is like blue with gold overlay. It's kind of cool looking, actually. There's both of these. That's what it is. They're both Jelly Roll pens, and they have this gold underlay to them, in addition to this blue. And they're all right. They're cool. It's an unfinished piece, but it's gonna remain unfinished because I'm done with it. Some characters, right? Some weird characters. Ooh, we're coming up on the end. So just some tendril-like thingies. Tendrils thingies. And this, I did this yesterday on the stream on December 31st. I did this on a live stream on Twitch. And this is it. The Hunt Studio. Done. It says 2019 was an amazing year. Here's to the next 50. It's like a guy holding his doggo with like another doggo maybe. I just kind of like scribbled really hard, and not hard but fast, until I saw something, and then that's what I saw. So, and then that's it. The end. This is the quality control sticker that came with this here. So I do have a bonus drawing to show you. One bonus drawing. This was done. It was a blending card with, and I drew it with those markers I showed you earlier. But that's it. That's it. And so, with this, obviously this is the second one. This is technically my number 4 sketchbook, but this is my second completed sketchbook. And of course, with this being a routine at this point, so I've got this one, I've got this one, and then I've got this one. And this one I started, right? I started in August. The same day I started or like a week before I started this one. But I decided to put this one off in favor of this one. But now it's on to this one. So this is the next project. This is the next sketchbook. It's already like, you don't have to worry. I've got more coming. So let me know if you like this. Thank you for watching. I'm going to see you guys later. See ya. Peace. Peace.